Well, everybody. I truly hope that you've had a good week. Hoping that once again, as I normally say, you were productive um, this week. Something I normally say, I think that we're active in every week and be the person of ourselves that we can be. Started. I have to take a moment. I want to send my condolences to two people tonight, if you will. Um, Mr. Darrell, I truly want to send our sincerest apologies to the loss of your mother. I will be attending that service on Sunday. Death is um, a life changing event. I don't know how else. Um, I've lost my mother. I know exactly how it feels. Um, uh, um, it's different when you lose a parent. I look dark for some reason. I don't know why. So I change the lighting. Um, I'll fix this later. But losing a parent is something different. I don't know exactly what to say because one of the worst things that people tend to do is they tend to say things that they think will make you feel better, and it doesn't. And I believe, honestly speaking, sometimes the best thing is silence when someone is grieving. I personally believe that when someone is sometimes the best thing we can do as people who are being of uh, the deceased family and bereaved is just to be quiet. I know we want to think of something great and wonderful to tell them. We want to make them feel better. To please shout yourselves out. Of course, I'm sorry. Shout yourselves out. But we want to make them feel better and all that jazz. But I believe sometimes the best thing to do, seriously speaking, just be quiet. So I would be remiss not to tell this young man who is grieving um, how to grieve. And then I have a friend of mine who has lost his wife. I've never been in a situation, David, but I will give you uh, my sincere apologies as well. Um, Death is something that we all, unfortunately, and I was talking to my lady friend, someone very special to me. Shout out to her. And I let her know that because I don't quite stand the whole, like, I can't wrap my mind around of death, then, you know, I just can't. Hey, Lily, Miss Hunter, G, what's going on? Got my daughter on. So I can't wrap my mind completely around the whole concept. It's something that you're not in control of. Like, you can't pick your death. You can't choose how you're going to die. Um, it's different, and I wish that I had the perfect um, solution, and there's me the most. So that's I had to say that before I said anything else, because I will find it give them the temple condolences to the people that lost their loved ones in this time. So the help tip for them. I wish Lily would have came on earlier. She could have actually helped me with this subject right here. Let's come out. Lily, you still on, Lily? Is Lily still on? Cause I gotta add her to this real quick. If she is. Hold on, people. Let me see if my daughter's still on. I would love her. I would love for her to be part of this right here. While I'm waiting for her answer, the help till the moment. This is March, the end of coming, and one of the health things of March is that sleep is very important. I know that someone or someone's of you heard this very wealthy man say a few years ago that a person who wants to be successful, they do not get much sleep. One of the problems with not getting much sleep is that sleep improves mental health. And if any one of you have followed my content, my videos, uh, my words, you know that I'm very, very big on mental health. They enhance the cognitive function. So, cognitive means your thinking ability. I don't want to go much further than that. It boosts physical health, it strengthens the immune system, athletic performance, promote weight management, and it improves decision making. Decision making. So these are some of the things that you get with adequate sleep. Okay. Sleep is very important. Don't let anybody tell you anything else. It is crazy here in these streets, thinking that you don't need sleep to be successful. That is a lie, and I will always say that's a lie. It's a lie. Please get enough sleep. For people who don't have Facebook, your family, your friends who don't have Facebook, has YouTube. Whether you actually have a channel or you go on whether you have the app or use the YouTube from your Google Chrome, whatever, they can watch my videos. Let them know again, we are on YouTube and the channel is at the temple dash lowercase I the number 1, lowercase u. That is at the temple dash lowercase I, the number 1 lower. Also tell you and admit to you that when you go to your YouTube channels, you will be getting old videos. You will be getting old videos. Not gonna front like you're not. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. Like you're getting fresh. You're not. Until I find a way to share the videos to Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, which I'm actually on. TikTok gets the later videos. Instagram, they get the later videos. Until I find out where all the videos to all platforms, not on Facebook, you are getting late videos. Okay? Late videos. So, also keep my new co-host in prayer. She's not with us tonight. Not gonna tell a little business, but just keep prayer. And without further ado, I guess Lily was shy tonight. Bless her heart. This would have been a perfect segment for her. Tonight's video is the corner mentality. The corner mentality. Let's start it like this. When you're young, you're in your teens, you're in your 20s, you're in your early 30s, you have certain values, you have a certain thought process that you deem to be the correct way to think and act, which is cool at the time. However, everybody that gets past 40, you have to grow up. Yes, I got you. I was speaking with, because as you know, I am a man of the people. I am a man of the people. And I do not like pick and choose who I talk to because of your mentality. That's not what I can't reach people like that. The only way to reach people is to be able to speak with them and talk to them where they are. Everybody watch this. Everybody does not come to the temple. So sometimes the temple goes to them. So let's talk about the corners. Anybody in the game, they know. And I'm sorry, Greenville was behind. The corners, they see one thing, and they see it one way. They're putting product out here in these streets, and they don't see anything different for their life. They don't. If you try to introduce to them at a young age while they're on the corner something different, something better, something more tangible, peep game, even something legal, they can't get with you because they have a corner mentality. They pushing this work out here in these streets. And that's all they know. Don't correct me. Don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm pushing this work. I'm getting this little bit of money. Isn't it funny how at a young age we think we know it all, and we think that the way we think is the only way to think? But I digress. However, that is at a young age. I'm not mad at young people. I'm not mad at young people for thinking like that. That's their mistake, or that's their experience to live and to do and to make. It saddens me when you pass the age of 40 and you still have a corner mentality. The corner mentality is a very immature mindset. What's immature? Let you know. You think that there is no progress and growth. What do you mean by growth? At the age of 40 plus, you should begin to act like an adult. You don't throw tantrums. You don't keep staying in other people's business because you have things you are trying to acquire for yourself. So whenever I hear people talk about everybody business, who's dating who's sleeping with who, you have a corner mentality because your mind has not passed the gossip stage. I read about people, three different types of people. Some people discuss other people, and then you have some people that discuss ideals. Then you have folks that discuss accomplishments. You have too many people out here being grown allegedly out here in these streets that discuss everybody's business but nothing of their accomplishments. What have you accomplished? I was talking to this individual and I was telling them about making sure you have life insurance. They cussed me out. I told them that we as a people have to try to do better for ourselves, and they call me bougie. That's how the corner mentality works. The corner mentality looks down on progression and will protect the zoo inside their mind. Yet and still, we have people that believe that we cannot and should not be better than we're at. And it's sad to me that people continue on their corner mentality after the age of 40. I was listening to a podcast, and this grown man over the age of 40 was talking about fighting fighting over the age of 50. It's sad to me that at the age of 50, we are still bragging about fights we got into. That is a teen thing. That's a high school conversation. That's an early college conversation. We should be grown enough and adult enough to know we have jobs. I'm not going to fight you. I pay taxes. I'm going to use my tax dollars to take care of you. But that's not the corner mentality. The corner mentality tells me that I have to represent my block. So since I got to represent my block, I'm going to fight you physically. You're going to get these hands. You're going to catch his fade. At the age of 50, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, we have to stop thinking about stupidity and violence and think about grown people stuff. We have to grow up because as long as you have that corner mentality, you're not growing, you're not maturing, and you're not bettering yourself. Every show I start off, I hope you've done something productive. The corner mentality is not productive. I'm sorry, it's not. I don't care if I sell 3 ounces every week. It's not productive. I may get a little money in my pocket, but as far as production goes, I'm doing nothing. And it's time that we stop believing the only way to live is through the corner mentality because the corners don't love you. The corners don't appreciate you. The corners can do nothing for you. So, why do we allow ourselves to stay in that corner mindset? I know people who are going to watch this later. It's going to call me a coon, an Uncle Tom, and whatever else you call people who want better for a group of people that they love and enjoy. And my response to that, hit my inbox. I'll let you know. But that's it for now. Grace, love, and peace.